So it's about the graph of log function. So this is log x base A, this is log x base B. What other information we know? Okay, both A and B, they are positive constant. And then a vertical line cuts them at here. And then we have ABC. Okay, which of the following it must be true? So first of all, when we see the log, normally when we talk about the log function, it's also like this. Okay, so x, y, that's it. Okay, a normal log function. Okay, let's say y is equal to log x will be like this. And then you can see the log x base A or the log x base B is also like this. It's difficult to think like this. I prefer to split it log x over log A and then log x over log B. Okay, so and that's mean the 1 over log A is the coefficient. Okay, the 1 over log B is the coefficient. So you can see the log A and log B doesn't affect the shape of the graphs. Okay, it still look like the log x. So what does that mean? Because for log, okay, if the number greater than 0, okay, we have two cases. A, okay, let's say A is in between 0 and 1, and A is greater than 1. If A is in between 0 and 1, log A, and that will be negative numbers. Okay, if in this case greater than 1, A is greater than 1, log A is a positive numbers. So you can see the shape of the graph doesn't change. If A is in between 0 and 1, this one will be a negative numbers. And what happens if this is a negative numbers? Okay, so we learned the graph of transformation. So actually, the log function is reflect along the x-axis, but it didn't appear in this graph. That's why I know that log A and log B, both of them must be positive. Okay, if both of them must be positive, that means both A and B should be greater than 1. So that's why the first statement is true. And then if we know the first statement is true, so we can only prove, okay, B is correct or not correct, or you can prove the first statement is correct or not. Okay, here we compare the A and B. So if they have the same x value, you can see the y coordinates of A should be greater than the y coordinates of B. Okay, so let's say, okay, at this point, that will be, okay, we use log x over log A to represent. In this point, we use log x over log B to represent. Of course, you can substitute some value for the x, but it doesn't change the fact, okay? Because log x over log A should be greater than log x over log B. In this case, okay, log x should be positive, okay? So here, we can just basically cancel. So 1 over log A is greater than 1 over log B. And just like the reciprocal properties, or you cross multiply, so 1 over log A should be less than, oh, sorry, log A should be less than log B. Okay, if both of them are greater than 1, while log B is greater than log A, is because B is greater than A. And that's why the second statement is not correct. And the answer is C.